The woman shed sorrowful tears as she deeply missed her late husband. But when her tears fell onto the jade pendant that her husband had given her, it suddenly emitted a dazzling light. When the woman opened her eyes again, she was astonished to see everything in the room, wondering how she had returned to the 1970s. The woman couldn't believe it and thought it was all a dream, so she pinched her face hard. The pain made her realize that she had indeed returned to the past. The woman kept thinking about how the jade pendant had taken her back to the past. Then the woman drifted into sleep. She was amazed to find that the jade pendant could bring the last object she touched in her dream into reality. Looking at the jade pendant in her hand, the woman wanted to use it to meet her true love sooner, because in her previous life, she had only met her true love after divorcing her ex-husband. So the woman packed her bags and actively set out to find her true love. Unexpectedly, as soon as she arrived in the man's hometown, she ran into her scheming best friend. She remembered how, in her previous life, her best friend had seduced her ex-husband, gotten pregnant, and forced her to give up her place as his wife. In this life, the woman planned to stay far away from the scheming friend. So the woman quickly grabbed her luggage and left. Once she reached the man's hometown, she began asking around for him, claiming to be his relative who had come to seek his help. The team leader, after learning more about her, told the woman that after dinner, he would take her to find the man. He then told her to rest for the time being. When dinner time came, the woman picked the meat out of her bowl, planning to save it for her beloved. However, the scheming friend looked at the meat in her bowl and started drooling. She thought the woman was saving the meat for her. Unexpectedly, the woman blocked her friend's chopsticks. The friend defended herself, saying she thought the woman couldn't finish it and wanted to help. A nearby friend, afraid that the two would start arguing, quickly offered her own food. Then the scheming friend angrily left. As the people in the dining hall slowly left one by one, the woman still hadn't seen the person she had been longing for. Just as the woman was about to leave, the door to the dining hall opened. A group of people entered, and leading them was the man the woman was looking for. The woman was stunned. Over there, one of the man's colleagues told him someone was spying on him. Everyone was gossiping, saying it must be another shallow woman judging him by his looks. They mentioned how a female educated youth had left after finding out about his poor family background. The man didn't say a word, just continued eating his meal. The woman looked at the man, wondering why he didn't quite match the image she had in her mind. Then the woman picked up her lunchbox and walked toward the man. She placed the meat she had picked out in front of him. At that moment, the team leader came over, quickly explaining the woman's identity to the man and asking him to look after her. The woman told the man her name. The man replied that she had mistaken him for someone else. He didn't have any relatives. The team leader was very puzzled. The woman quickly dismissed the team leader, saying it was probably because they hadn't been in touch for so long that he had forgotten. The woman quickly took some candy from her bag and handed it to everyone, trying to build a connection. Afterwards, she left.